Hidden within ancient temples and modern laboratories lies a forgotten truth about the mind. A truth so powerful, monks once used it to memorize entire scriptures. And today, world memory champions use the same method to store thousands of facts in minutes. They call it the memory palace. It's not a metaphor, it's a map. A map that turns your mind into a living architecture where every wall, corridor, and doorway becomes a container for memory. Neuroscientists at Harvard now confirm what mystics knew for millennia. Your brain doesn't store words, it stores places. Every idea, every memory, every story you've ever lived is hidden inside a vast inner landscape, waiting to be unlocked. And when you learn to walk inside that landscape consciously, you don't just remember more, you begin to awaken. Identify pain and build empathy. Have you noticed how hard it's become to think deeply? You read a page and forget the next line. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. Names fade seconds after introductions. It's not that your brain is broken, it's that it's overloaded. Endless notifications, dopamine loops, fragmented attention. Your neural circuits are being rewired by chaos. You're not truly forgetting, you're drowning. The modern mind is like a magnificent library left in disorder. The books still exist, but the shelves have collapsed. And here's the real tragedy. The more we depend on digital memory, the weaker our inner memory becomes. The ancients trained their minds as sacred instruments, and they could hold entire epics, line by line. Not because they were superhuman, but because they used geometry, not repetition. They stored knowledge in space, not sequence. You can do the same. You don't need more focus. You need structure. Establish credibility and mystical authority. 2,000 years ago, Greek philosophers like Simonides and Roman orators like Cicero practiced the art of the method of loci, placing ideas in imagined rooms, linking memory to movement. But in the East, the practice was far older. Tibetan monks visualized the temple of mind. Yogic adepts of India called it Chitakasha, the inner sky of consciousness. Each memory, they said, becomes a star, and the enlightened mind is the cosmos that holds them all. Today, neuroscience finally explains why. At Oxford and Stanford, brain scans show that when you imagine a place, the hippocampus, the spatial memory center, lights up. It's the same structure that guides you through physical space. So when you build a memory palace, you are literally building a physical network inside your brain. Each doorway, each corridor becomes a neuron, each object a synapse. Modern science calls it spatial encoding. The ancients called it awakening through remembrance. Both point to one truth. Your mind is not a storage box. It's a cathedral. Simplified scientific explanation. Let's look inside the cathedral of your brain. When you imagine a space, your home, a temple, or even a dream, the visual cortex lights up. When you decide to walk through it in your mind, your motor cortex activates. And when you place memories along that path, your hippocampus encodes them, not as abstract data, but as lived experience. That's why you can recall your childhood home in vivid detail, yet forget what you read 10 minutes ago. Because your brain doesn't remember words, it remembers journeys. Every time you revisit your memory palace, you strengthen the pathways between neurons. Proteins like BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, build new connections, thickening the web of recall. This isn't imagination, it's architecture. Visualization creates real physical change. Every image etched into the mind sculpts the living matter of the brain. When you learn to build your palace, you are not just storing information, you are rewiring your consciousness. Clear, actionable solution, the 5-step protocol. Now let's build your first memory palace. Step 1, choose the space. Pick a place you know intimately, your home, your favorite temple, a childhood street. The more familiar the space, the stronger the memory roots. Step 2, define the path. Choose a route from door to window, from hallway to room. Your palace must have order, because order is what the mind craves. Step 3, create the shock link. This is the secret. The brain ignores the normal. It only remembers the absurd, the vivid, the impossible. We must link the item to the location with a shocking image. Location 1, front door, plus item 1, milk. Don't just see milk, see a waterfall of milk pouring down from the top of your front door. Feel the splash as you open it. Location 2, kitchen table, plus item 2, eggs. Don't see a carton of eggs. See 2 giant dinosaur-sized eggs sitting on the table, cracking open, with tiny dinosaurs hatching out and roaring. Location 3, sofa, plus item 3, bread. Don't see a loaf of bread. See your entire sofa made of bread, and you sink into it with a poof of flour. Step 4, walk the path. Close your eyes. Move slowly through your palace. See the waterfall of milk at the door. Hear the dinosaurs roaring from the eggs on the table. Feel yourself sinking into the bread sofa. The brain makes no distinction between the imagined and the real. You have just created 3 powerful, unforgettable anchors. Step 5, return and reinforce. Revisit your palace daily. Every journey strengthens the architecture. Soon, information will no longer drift away. It will stand anchored in luminous rooms of awareness. This is how monks memorize sutras and how modern memory champions recall hundreds of digits. Different worlds, same architecture. After 3 days, you'll find your recall improving. Names, numbers, places feel closer, clearer. After 7 days, your focus deepens. Distraction loses its hold. After 21 days, you begin to think in images, not words, the hallmark of creative intelligence. Your mind becomes a sacred temple, each memory a candle burning in its halls. And as you walk through it, you begin to realize the goal was never to remember more, but to remember who you are. So tonight, build your first memory palace. Choose a room, light a mental candle, and begin. Tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? And what memory will you store first in your palace of mind? Subscribe to Mystic Steps and continue this journey inward, where science meets silence and memory becomes meditation.